seems that was it. The router just needed a good old smack on the head. Hopefully it's fine now. Hello Sparta, hello Mina. Smacked with the hammer? No, just... Well, yes, a hammer to the socket. Okay, the bit right now on the browser is also a lot more stable, and it seems to be fine. So we're doing this to test for if it's fine or not. Hello? Let me just move the dish scrub and that out of the way. I'm not wearing an apron today because it's in the wash. I'm sorry. And the bitrate is all over the place again. Yeah, I mean, it's a cooking show. You're not gonna be missing out much. If the camera just stops every 5 seconds or so, understandably gonna be annoying. Bree, hello. Okay, so cooking board, so cutting board here up from the corner. Lift up these things here. Gonna move these out of the way so I don't need them just yet. Put a white bowl here to collect our things. Okay, so this is all going into the food processor. I'm just putting it in a bowl to make it easier. So garlic cloves, just throw them in. That's completely fine to be in there. Now, carrots. I prefer to go about it like this. I cut the bottoms and the tops first, and then I peel them. Much easier if you have a food processor. If you don't, you can use a grater. It's one carrot done. You can use more carrots if you want. You can use less. It's, however, do I spy MSG? Yes. It's better than crack. King of Flavor, MSG. I think I pronounced the G too hard, like Uncle Roger. Now, carrots are peeled. Just giving them a rough chop to put them in the food processor. If you want to, you can cut it in half. Cutting it in half makes it flat on one side, and then it makes it easier to work with because now it's no longer trying to roll away. Mutes, try not to cut yourself doing this step. Thank you. This carrot is quite thick with 2 C's, so okay, good. Do you cook with a scissor? The onion. Now, when onions have this little hair at the bottom, just bunch it up, roll it, that's it. But I'm really careful, that's fine. Knives are only as dangerous as they are dull. So if you have a sharp knife, your chances of getting injured go down quite a lot. And yes, I know how I said it, and it's exactly how I meant it. This onion is really starting to grow from the inside out. It's not that they hurt the most, it's that they're most dangerous because you start putting more pressure on the food, and since they don't cut as well, that usually tends to make them slide off onto your fingers. This onion skin is being annoying. The cod is starting to come up to a boil, slowly so. Okay. Back of the knife, don't use the blade scraping. Yeah, fair enough. The onion will be treated similarly to the carrots. We're not going to finely chop it because it's all going into the food processor. This is literally just to make my life easier. Oh, starting to boil. Seems to be a bit of scum at the top as well. It's actually normal with cod. So, oh, I missed one. Oh well, we'll get to that in a second. The onions are now starting to kick in. Hi Gamba, welcome on in. Hello. Ooh, this onion has more kick to it than the other one. Jeez. That's a fighter. This one came off way easier. Okay, that's that chopped. Now, we don't really need to do much more than this. Oof. That's rough on the eyes. So we're going to move this out of the way. Rinse our hands a little bit. And now you guys will get to see the cooking robot. So I need to make a room. this is the flour, this is the bread. The condiments I'll be using soon. Probably a little bit bigger than you had imagined. Okay. This is what I use as a scale and to cook sometimes. It makes really good sauces, like not gonna lie. You can make rice on it too. Not as good as a rice cooker in terms of making rice, but it is very damn good. Okay, now this is still dry, so what I'm going to do is the bread that we're going to use for the topping. Gonna go in. Needs to have the lid on. And we're not following any recipe. This has a lot of recipes. You can make a ton of things, but you can also use it as standalone, and that's what I'm going to do. So now I just turn the knob. Now, you guys did not get the displeasure of hearing that, but this gets really loud. Now, we just remove the cup. Yeah, that looks about as much as what I expected. It's what you'd get if you put this into a food processor as well. Except this undoubtedly has a much stronger engine. Okay, we don't really need to rinse that, but I'm just going to real quick. Get rid of any excess breadcrumbs. There's still a few on the walls, but that's fine. And now, the vegetables that we just rough chopped go in as well. I just realized I've been muted the entire time. So, I apologize for that. As I was saying, the cod is ready, so we had to remove it, leaving the water in the pot. So we just pulled out the cod onto a bowl, and now bread into the cod water that we just removed. No, sorry, should have warned me. That was totally by accident. It seems this bread didn't get to cook all the way through. We're still going to use the parts that did bake. That's a shame though, I don't like to waste food. But in this case, don't really get a choice. That gets the bread nice and wet. We're going to mix it through a little bit later. But for now, we need to move on to the butter. And it says we need 65 grams. So that says 55. I'm going to stay and hold on to that. I'm going to assume that's 65. This goes into our little pot here at the corner. This goes to the sink. The flour we're holding on to for a little bit longer. Now this we can finally turn off because we're no longer going to need it. And put the butter away. Gonna put that to the side. This is getting removed. Good structural place. Space constraints dictate that I need to pile stuff on. Okay. Now, the bread we're pulling to the side because there's no reason for it to be laying around. And I'm going to pull the camera a little bit closer if I am able to. Okay, there we go. And the microphone as well, please. Thank you. There we go. Now, this has to be moved backwards some. Leaving things probably like this would be the best bet. There we go. Now, what does this need? It needs a pinch of salt, first and foremost. It needs black pepper. And it needs olive oil. Good old Portuguese olive oil. Galo in Portuguese just means cock in English. As in rooster. Don't go easy on it. It literally grows on trees. Wooden spoon, turn this on. Doesn't have to be too high. Now on this one, we're gonna be making the bechamel sauce. So first we need to melt the butter. I'm going to take this one really slow because I've never done bechamel before. Well, by hand at least. in preparation for the bechamel, grab yourself a measuring jug and measure out half a liter of milk. I have some milk here. This is just the bottle that I had out. It's really not enough, so I'm going to go ahead and open more. I want this to go low and slow. It's completely okay. And into this spot, I'm also going to add in a cube of fish stock. Now, do take into account, these cube stocks, the stock cubes, already have MSG in them for the most part. We actually check. This one actually doesn't say it does. No, it does. Yeah. It has a little bit. But it's fine. It's never too much MSG. Okay. The butter has all molten and is now frothy, so I'm going to add in the flour. I gotta stir it until it cooks through. Let this sweat for longer. Bechamel is annoying to make because you're going to be stirring this constantly. But At least I hope I didn't mess up the flour versus butter measurement. If not, we'll just have to start again. It says 30 grams flour, 65 grams butter. Let's see. Yep, that seems about right. Now let's start adding the milk in slowly. You have to keep stirring to make sure it has no clumps. I can throw the rest in. And the measuring cup goes into the sink. This needs to be stirred as well. Can have it sticking. That'd be bad. Really bad. Now the bechamel takes a little bit. You're going to have to pay attention to it because it's going to thicken and you want to be here for it. Now, bechamel also needs a pinch of salt, some black pepper as well, by some I mean a good crack because black pepper is really good. And I mean just a pinch of nutmeg. Just a pinch. Nutmeg is really pungent, so even just a little bit goes a long way. Now we can take care of the bread too. Actually, let's add take care of the bread. We're going to strain it. losing more bread than I would like. So we're just going to let it lose all its moisture in here. Instead, I'm gonna let it cook. Now you may be thinking this looks similar to the sorta that we made roughly a month ago or more, and you would be correct. It is very similar to that, except this has cod too. Freeze the bechamel a little bit to make things faster. Now we want to leave this a little bit uncovered so it loses some of its moisture, because otherwise, once it actually goes into the oven, it's going to be runny. Speaking of the oven, let's turn it on to 200 degrees Celsius, because it only goes in there to get some color. Alrighty. I'm trying to mix this as much as I can to make sure the bread becomes as mushy as possible and comes undone, because normally we're used to eating this as much more processed, rather, because the cooking robot just blitzes through everything, so it becomes a sort of paste. In this case, it's going to be a lot lumpier rather. Just gonna wing it with one hand like that. Go. And you stir and stir and stir. In the meantime, our bechamel is slowly thickening, starting to stick to the bottom, which is not exactly good. It's still very liquid. This is going to be the part that takes the longest. But sure it's not sticking. To keep stirring. Normally people use a whisk to do this, but that would be extremely noisy for stream. So I'm just using a spoon. A wood spoon. It's starting to smell really nice. How's everyone in chat doing? You guys are very talkative today. Hopefully I didn't scare you all off. Okay, I can smear the bechamel on the wall, and if I draw a line through it, it's not coming down. See if I can show this on camera. I'm gonna try. So if I dirty the wall, make a line through it, it's not actually coming down. I'm now been promoted to second monitor content. That actually is really good. Okay, I think our bechamel, it's still a little bit runny. I'm gonna let it go for longer. And don't you worry, guys. Enjoy your solare and enjoy your things, mutes. Ow. Yeah, that's done. Okay. Now, the bechamel is going to hang out a little bit in here, and we're going to add something that I was already mixed. The cod. Can't make spiritual cod without the cod in it. It's just there in spirit. Just mash the fuck out of it. Like, no shame. No lumps, boys and girls. No lumps. Get that cod shredded. I know this looks absolutely gross, but it is what it is. Okay, it's flaking and coming apart, which is really nice. Now, we're going to add in the bechamel, which is already creating the skin on top. Good thing we don't have any eggs in here. Getting the spatula, 1 second. See, wasting food is very, very bad. You should never do that. So get yourself a silicone spatula to make sure you can always scrape everything off. Like that. This is more of an arm workout than my gym sessions. Holy damn. This is why grandmas are so strong. Because they've been doing this all their life. Okay. Now that's almost done fully. Just need to plate it up and into the oven it goes. So I'm going to move you guys back a little bit. We sink. Heck. Music is really nice in it. Now, grab your spatula again. Make sure everything is inside of the pots. Don't forget your glove. This is fucking heavy. Holy. Gotta do more thunder pound practice to make sure I have strong arms. Okay, that's as good as it's getting. Now let me flatten this up a little bit. Play with your food. Okay. Now I grabbed the bread from before. Some people use cheese on this instead of breadcrumbs. Those people are wrong. I didn't even check for salt. Oh man, that's a banger. Oh, that's really good. Modesty aside. We're gonna use all of it. No wastage. And now, here's a small tip. Try to get more on the outer sides, because when this cooks, for some reason, the bread goes inwards. It's looking like an apple crumble. Now this is going into the oven to gain a little bit of color. How long is that gonna take? I fuck if I know. Probably gonna take like 20 minutes. Okay, so while that's in the oven, we're gonna do cleanup. And boy, do we have a lot of things to go through. This is the bag the bread came in. Scoop up everything from the vegetables into here. This is the parts of cooking that cooking shows and media doesn't show you normally. Because it's always the intern that gets these jobs. Onion skin, a little bit annoying. Now, a few things we can just leave with water here. So, I don't need water. This goes to the bed. This also goes into the machine. Rinse it out first. I'm just loading the washer off camera. That's the noise. This is quite easy to disassemble as well. Everything comes off. Careful, this is sharp. Probably already figured that out. Just so you are, like, this is a German product, and for perspective, that thing can blend ice. And I'm not talking just your regular cubes. It can blitz through very thick ice, which is quite nice. Some of these we can't put in the washer, others can. So, yeah, German, good quality. Germany usually only produces the best of the best. Even if sometimes the only thing you're the best at is just being yourself. Ah! Exactly, you're just the best at being you. Cat. tense moment. That's a fat lie. Holy damn. Now these can't go into the washer because lack of space. I already burned my index finger like 3 times today. 2 of them just cooking. Gonna give this a quick rinse. Let's go. 30 it up on the other side. Fortunately. One of the spoons fell off. Now you're just watching me do wash up. Life skilling out of 10. Bar soap is the best thing for washing the dishes. And I will show you why. It has a downside, which is it's more convenient to get on, but it gets everything off, especially grease. It is so good at removing grease. If I use liquid soap, sometimes I need to wash up twice. With this, I've never had to. It's also a lot friendlier on cast iron utensils. Okay, that's done. I'll check in on the oven. Color 0. So I'm increasing the temperature of the oven and changing it to broil, like I should have from the start. But I'm, well, special. In the meantime, oh, we barely have viewers today. That's fine. Let's see. Actually, we have a lot more than I expected. They're just all quiet. A lot of bots for sure, too. Oh, I forgot to watch this. Turns out I forgot to wash a lot of things. As they say, out of sight, out of minds. You always say that, Mina. Every time I stream, you say that. Come on. Getting to eat should be motivation enough. Putting the cutting board back where it belongs, behind where the laptop currently is. I need to check on the oven. And the oven is done. A little bit too much. Just a little. I'm going to put these in the drying rack. Just a second. It broiled a lot faster than I was expecting. But it does have good color. So, fold up a towel. Make sure it's not damp. And probably best if you actually fully remove this. Let's protect the board and ourselves. Where's my eggs? This. A little bit burns. A little bit here. The camera makes it look a lot darker than it actually is, damn. Let's get you guys closer in so you can actually see. Yeah, it has a little bit of darker spots, but I promise you the camera is making it look darker. Oops, that's why it was wobbly. Let's wipe some water off here. There we go. Now, you may ask, what do you side with this with? Itself. That's literally it. I'm gonna take a picture, and that's going to be it. I'm gonna plate it up. Let me get some of that good light sideways so I can actually take a good picture. Move the rag off and away. Okay, let's plate up and take a bite. My sister is going to be a while still until she arrives home, but I am hungry. Can we try to? Yeah, just come over. Now, if you don't like fish, really good, because you can't feel the taste of fish. And the consistency is looking good. It's not supposed to be runny. You guys know I'm not too good at plating, but here we go. We got a plate with a decent portion. I'm probably gonna come back for seconds, maybe thirds, but that is it for this time. Spiritual cod. The top is crispy. You can't hear it, but it is crispy. The top is crispy, but the bottom is not. Oh, I think I know what you mean. No, this is not like crème brûlée. The top is just it's crunchy, not crispy. That's what I mean. It's toasted. It's literally just toasted bread. Okay. Thank you very much for everyone who came. I will see you guys next time. Now it will be moved 2 weeks forward. Sorry, it'll be in 2 weeks from now, and I already know what I'm going to make. It's going to be a meat dish, and we might actually bake bread for the occasion. Not too sure yet. We'll see what I can do. Until then, mwah, and I'll see you next time.